Hey there, folks. I wanted to do just kind of a quick update here. Just show you kind of what's going on with the workshop, the Discord workshop. This is the main chat. This is a public lounge. This is kind of where catch-all stuff goes. We got craft chat over here. We don't have too much going on right now, but this can always pick up later. What I really wanted to show you guys is the workshop that I'm currently in. Right now I do have permission from people in this workshop to show what's going on here. So I wanted to just kind of give you guys an idea of how discussion is gonna, it is intended to work here, because one thing I would like to do is to develop groups that basically have an ongoing relationship. Hopefully, this isn't always going to work. Right now, this is our script list. So we've got these three. Boy, I need to adjust that because that's actually not what script that is. But this is, yeah. So we've read this one. Everybody's read this one. Mine is here next. I will be reading Danielle's soon. That's this one here. I can always just jump right to this. No, we're not deleting it. We're closing it. So yeah, I just wanted to give an example here. So if I scroll down here at this point, I wasn't here for some of this, but basically we have discussion, just general writing discussion, craft discussion. There's no reason that it needs to be restricted in any way. Sometimes you want to move stuff into public lounge, but for the most part, we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. This is good information to have. This is good discussion info. We know deadlines for this person's work. We want to try and get our notes in a timely manner so that they can submit the best script that they can submit. This person, he, will probably do some rewriting in that time. We've had a pretty protracted discussion. I went and I caught up because these folks are both in European time zones. So here we go. Well, this is just having an involved discussion. Now, I love this stuff because it's one thing to get notes, and it's great to get notes, and it's good to donate your time and to have someone donate their time to your script. But it's also really important this is where you get your ideas from a lot of the time, is when somebody invests in your characters enough to want to see them succeed as characters, not necessarily succeed as protagonists, but to be as effective in their roles as possible. So this discussion here, we can talk about, we talk about things, we take the world seriously, we broaden things out, we put the writer in a position of the discussion so that they kind of have to come up with responses to our questions, to our suggestions, and it really helps them move things forward. So hopefully this is something. Yeah, so here's things like context like this. We can have contextual discussions. Either way, this person, they feel supported. Tiger Hall hopefully feels supported by the fact that we've read his script, and we've given thoughtful feedback. We've taken them seriously. We get background on the script too. We get to see more of the person who wrote it, which means that we're going to be a little more conscientious in our feedback. And yeah, I think that's cool. You get to also get some personal background, which is really nice. So here we go. I come in and I do some, we can get, if we decide to do it this way, we can also see each other's notes, and that way we can get feedback and figure out how to sync up, discuss, whatever. See, look, I get to have a question that comes back. Yay. So that means that, we get to further clarify things, which means, we can help Tiger Hall have a plan so that, when he's ready to go and do his rewrites. And also, points of, it's really about continuing the conversation of notes. It's taking it a step further. So if this is the kind of thing that you can foster, engage in, one thing we are talking about doing is adding basically, so when it says directed workshops here, that we would basically have sort of a moderator specific to the that workshop, and that they would help keep it going and direct it. If it can be self-directed like this one, that's great. So I just wanted to show you this, give you an idea. If this is actually something you would want to look at yourself, you can go ahead and ask for what is called the active reader role, which allows you to sit in and read and write and participate in any of the workshops without actually having. So this person is an active reader in this room. They don't have any scripts pinned. That's the difference. But it can be really helpful if you want to just kind of get into the swing of things, or if you just want to do people favors. That's always nice. So yeah. Anyway, let me know through this whole process. This is pretty good. Hopefully this is fairly clear. You can send us a workshop request. We're also going to look at doing open workshops, meaning that basically you throw your script in here, we pin it, it will go, we'll actually have a spotlight up here, which will remain there for a period of time, probably 10 to 15 days, just because we want to give everybody a fair amount of time to read it, a fair amount of time to turn it around, update another script, whatever they want to do. But we'll also have, the list in order. And so once that script is done with its period of display, then we'll have the next one go up there. And that will basically be, anyone can come be part of this workshop. And, hopefully the focus will remain on this script. And that way, one person gets a period of attention and then the next person does. But that should work pretty well, I think, once we start, really getting it going. But yeah, that's a way to avoid keeping things from being overwhelming, because there's going to be, if there's going to be a lot of people in here instead of a limit, because the other ones are like 3 to 5 limit, then that way people can stay fairly focused. Anyway, that's kind of that's what we got going on. So you should come check it out. The link exists on the Discord channel listing on the one of the right side panels on our Screenwriting on Reddit. So yeah, definitely come check it out.